Is it recording?
Maybe. I can't tell if Mags is frozen again or not.
Yes, Mags is frozen. It takes a while before it should show you it's recording.
Can you hear us, Mags?
Now Maggie said, she said her Skype is randomly disappearing. Maggie, are you still here?
Knock 3 times. There are spirits here.
Hello?
Okay. Yes, you are. I can hear you. It's recording as well.
Can you see me?
I can't see you.
I can't see you, no. Oh, there we go.
Oh, yay, I can see you now. Yay.
I can't see either. Okay, I can see Tana. Yes! Oh my god! Finally! Okay, good. What?
Move towards your left, please.
What?
And slightly like down, so your camera is showing just up to your forehead.
Like that?
You can flip upwards. No, further off. Up. That's good. Perfect. Just shuffle slightly towards your left, please. A bit more, like maybe an inch.
Are you pressing around?
You are not in the middle. You are like on the side of the screen.
This is
This is what we are.
Because I'm frozen, you see, so I can't see. I can see myself, but I'm totally frozen.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, and you keep on shifting you. I don't know what's going on with the AI. It shuffles you towards right, then left, then right, then left. So yeah.
I think we're good now. I think we're good now.
Yeah.
That's
perfect now. There you go.
It's a very dramatic kind of like positioning. I love it.
I can't see anything. I don't know what you're talking about. Is it okay?
Yeah, no, it looks pretty good. It looks really good.
It looks great. Oh. Yeah, well done. Okay, so on your call, Maggie, you are the boss.
What?
You are the boss. Ready when you are.
Yeah, let's do this. Are you ready?
Are you ready, kids?
Okay, it is recording. Okay, great. So, how should we start this? So we'll start with just like, this is my friend Christoph, blah, blah, blah. General introduction. We're trying to keep this as short as possible because we're having issues with technology. No. I know it's hard to believe. So.
I had no idea.
I'm gonna keep that in behind the scenes, you know. I'm gonna release that later.
Oh dear. Okay, so okay, so hi Christoph, how are you doing today?
Really, really good. I've got coffee, so I'm all perky.
Perfect. So I thought maybe we should discuss how we met. Do you remember how we met?
We met initially when I was a skincare consultant for the Body Shop, and I hooked you up with loads of samples. And did you? I either bumped into you in the gym or you came to one of my classes when I was working there. I forgot which one.
So basically, we were on the second floor of the gym. And I'd seen you, obviously, I recognised your face because you'd helped me. You were like the most amazing Body Shop consultant ever. You really were. And because of that, I recognised you. I remembered you. And then I was like, oh, like, do you remember me? And you were like, and I just stared at you. We both stared at each other. And then you were like, vitamin E night cream. And I was like, yes. And then the rest is history.
History, the rest is history.
Yeah, and then I went to a couple of your classes and stuff, and then we just became really good friends.
That's such like a Hollywood movie styled.
I know.
Intro. It's amazing. Yeah, I'm blown away. Wow, amazing.
So now Christoph is a qualified personal trainer. So we wanted to talk to you today about training, how it's gotten you through, this quarantine experience and also routine and the importance of routine for you during this time. So, should we start with the whole personal training side of things and what you've done to adapt?
Yes. So it's more for my own personal training, really, not anybody else's at this point in time, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the biggest things for me were weights and adapting, and obviously because so many commercial suppliers of weights sold out immediately.
Yeah.
The smaller companies now had the opportunity to actually increase their prices. And so I was like, what can I do to adapt at home without paying extortionate prices?
Mm-hmm.
So I have some resistance bands anyway, which has proven really, really useful because that's all about you don't need weights for resistance training. You just need resistance. So it's just attaching those to fences, to poles, to all sorts, because the key thing is obviously making sure it's the right height for the right exercise.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of stuff with joints and things aligning has come in really, really useful during this pandemic, obviously. I've even cast some just some weights out of concrete and stuff. I've ordered scaffold poles and just trying to create weights on a budget, really.
Mm-hmm.
Keep up with the cardio because a lot of people are having them quarantine snacks and everything, and I'm just like, well, it's not the best time to be putting your body in a calorie surplus. Because you're not getting out the house anywhere near as much as you were. You're probably getting half your steps in.
Yeah, if that.
If you're not somebody who was really into training before the lockdown, then you're not really as inclined to actually do exercise and stuff, really. And it is really important now more so than ever. Yeah.
So what keeps you motivated?
What keeps me motivated? I think for me, because I see exercise as an outlet to release stress and to release and access buildup of emotions, that's motivation enough because I know I need to do that in order to get rid of all of this.
Yeah.
As it affects me mentally. So the motivation for me is all about knowing that I need to do this to release all these excess emotions that are building up. So that motivates me, and also I know I'll become a little chunk if I don't. So.
And Tala, you want to talk about routine, right?
Yeah, so I'm going to put the routine there. So amazing insight, Christoph. Amazing. Thank you so much. And this question that is sort of dancing in my mind. How would you keep the routine going?
The routine was really, really hard. And it's something that would have impacted everybody on a case-by-case basis. For instance, some people have gone from having a 9 to 5 to they're still getting up early because they've got kids or something.
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, as Mags knows, I'm also a cocktail bartender. And so I have what I like to call bartender's body clock, which means I would typically go to bed around 2:30 in the morning and wake up somewhere around 10 in the morning. And so for me, that was a really big thing that I saw the quarantine as a chance to actually rectify this body clock, go to bed at midnight, get up at 8:30. And I think giving yourself tasks to do the next day is a reason to get up in the morning. Actually, I need to go to bed at this time so I can get up to get X, Y, and Z completed.
Yeah, totally.
I think setting yourself tasks is really a key to getting into a good routine, really, because you're giving yourself stuff that you know you need to do, and so you're more inclined to go to bed, you're more inclined to wake up, and it's better because you get adequate sleep as well. And the three things that contribute to a peak in immune system is exercise, diet, and sleep, which obviously is part of the routine.
Perfect.
Fantastic. So how would you say, one, if someone fixes their routine, but how would you keep the rhythm going? Because it's a part of the human circadian rhythm. How would you suggest we should keep up with the rhythm?
Set yourself new tasks. Set yourself new challenges. If there's just kind of like reflect on things that you've perhaps half done in the past that you kind of like, actually, I'd like to finish that. Whether it is, do you know what? I used to be good at playing guitar. I used to be really good at languages. I started doing this course ages ago online. I've kind of not done that. Just constantly setting yourself new goals and new tasks. Yeah, just always looking forward to what you can then do. In these uncertain times, we don't know when the economy is really going to get back up and running anywhere near where it once was. And so it's important that we just keep going with stuff in our own personal lives that don't revolve around work, because not many people are in work.
Yeah, totally. I've got one more question, and then we're probably going to have to wrap this up. But I was thinking, for people who, like you were saying, like all the major, excuse me, suppliers of gym equipment at the moment are running out of stuff. So what have you been using to, what exercises have you been doing, and what have you been using to replace, like, you know, dumbbells, that kind of thing? You know, like, what can people use?
I will show you, one sec.
Okay.
I love it.
Boom.
Woo.
So these are what I've been using, and they are really useful. They're core resistance cables. Now, you're often going to find a lot of people slate these, but actually you can just adapt your training so you're doing more reps and things. It literally is resistance tubes, because some are thicker, some have got more resistance, so you can still progress with your exercises. More often than not, they will come with handles as well. Really useful for doing bicep curls, chest overhead press. You can basically do the vast majority of your exercises with these if you know how to use them. And that also links back to the PT course that I did, fortunately. And for me and you in particular, Mags, is I've been using this bad boy. So it's also a form of resistance band, but it's called...
What's that? Is that for the booty?
It's called a loop resistance band. So because it's like continuous and not one that's got loose ends.
Nice.
It goes typically around your inner thighs, and it's really good for doing squat jacks, jumping jacks. You can do seated abductors. So much stuff you can do with them. And
Perfect.
with the lighter ones that aren't quite as thick as well, you can also do stuff that's like mobility exercises and stuff too. So yeah, they've been an absolute godsend.
Thank you so much. And you've got, can you just remind me of the name of your Instagram page? Because I know you've got exercises that you post on there.
It is La Modern Vintage 2.0. That's LA Modern Vintage and then 2.0.
Perfect. Make sure to follow him, please, guys. So that's all we've got time for today. But thank you so much, Christoph. It's been a pleasure.
Likewise, pleasure's all mine.
And that's it. Done.
Take care.
Thank you.